Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrology for February 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you are not subscribed, you may actually want to subscribe because, well, I've also got weekly astrology reports here on this channel that come out every Tuesday and weekly tarot that comes out at the end of the week, old school style. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on when it comes to your February? February is all about inner planets pairing up and creating these big pushes for every single one of us. Our whole inner solar system is deciding to do a lot of team up work this month. And for you, this month is, funny enough, all about a lot of accomplished fame and fortune. This is going to be a month of a lot of really important completions for you. And this is also going to be a time where your whole life is starting to feel like it's moving at kind of a flooring it, redlining kind of speed. So if you've been getting a little bit too used to the slow go of January, prepare for some acceleration. The beginning of the month, we have the Sun and Mercury together, pretty much for the first half of the month entirely, in your sign. And so with Mercury in your sign, this is a time of a lot of accelerations. Mercury is helping you to speed up a lot of things that have become sluggish, fallen behind, things that you want to make up lost time with, as well as also help you establish some very important lines of communication, as well as supply lines in your life, whether it's for finances or resources that you need to get a lot of personal pursuits or priorities that really just revolve around you, irrespective of other people, and this is also going to be a time where the sun is bringing a lot of new attention, enhancement, and support to you, not only from other people, but also a lot of environmental and atmospheric shifts that are going to be getting really underway as we go through mid-month and beyond. As we get into the second half of the month, these two move on into Pisces, your second house of income, values, salary, employment, and your securities. When we have the Sun and Mercury together in the second half of the month here, the Sun moving in on the 18th, Mercury moving in on the 23rd, this is all about speeding up the rate with which you are accumulating wealth, speeding up the rate with which you are climbing up the ladder, climbing up the hierarchy, whether this has to do with your workspace or maybe for some of you also speeding up opportunities for you to make some kind of important role or financial transition. The sun is also going to be bringing a lot more value to you for what you put out into the world. And you're also going to find you're getting recognized for things that maybe you have been overlooked for, things that you've been maybe passed over for, things that have just been generally obscured. If you're looking to get any kind of new supportive professional opportunity or attention, this is going to be the month for you. And these two will be here also well up into the beginnings of March. We've got Mars and Venus together in the sign of Capricorn for the first half of the month. And Mars in your 12th house of the past, privacy, hidden zone, anything to do with old unfinished business, as well as secret opportunities and shortcuts, is going to be going hard on eliminating a lot of things that have followed you into the present from the past that have no business being in your present. With Mars in the 12th house, this is all about purging, especially when it comes to maybe old attachments, old burdens, blocks, hang-ups, or even things that could be trapping you, whether you know they are or they are not. Whether you know they are or they're not. That's what I mean to say. Did I just say that? Anyway, let's keep going. With Mars in the 12th house, you can also find that a lot of old problems that have gone unsolved, whether they are old mysteries or just things that seem to not be completely concluded, are also going to be brought to conclusion during this month. This could be actually decluttering a great deal of your world, but also, again, closing a few chapters in books. And we also have Venus here giving you an opportunity to make some very cool reconnects when it comes to love, because Venus in the 12th house is all about bringing back opportunities to visit, indulge, or satisfy a lot of romantic fantasies, things that we don't normally bring out into the open. Now, these could be old fantasies, old dreams, or even old activities that we used to enjoy with a partner or a love interest. Or this could be a trip down memory lane. This could also be a time where a lot of you are getting a chance to revive some old love stories or maybe love journeys or adventures that maybe were paths untaken or paths unfinished. In the second half of the month, Mars and Venus will be moving on into your sign, giving you their wildcard blessings for the second half of this month and on through the beginnings of March. Venus in your sign is making you a popularity, attention, and affection magnet. And this is where a lot of you are going to find that, yeah, your stock is on the rise. You're getting a chance to enjoy a bit more popularity about town, about the office, about your community. This is a time where a lot of good, generous favors are being done for you on your behalf. You're going to be receiving a lot of gifts from people. And this is going to be also a time where if you have been maybe hoping to call in or draw to yourself any kind of important favors or hookups, this is going to be the month for it. Venus in your sign is also going to be transforming the way you are received or perceived by other people in a way where there's going to be a lot of easing of ice breaking when it comes to maybe connecting with new people, stepping into new opportunities, but also helping you to attract the people that are the best for you in whatever capacity you're trying to draw them. Again, social life, support system, love, business, it doesn't matter. With Mars in your sign, this is all about getting the let out as well. But instead of speeding things up by just speeding them up, like Mercury is concerned when it comes to a lot of accomplishments or a lot of goals and things like that that you're trying to really get, well, accomplished, this is going to be a month where Mars is going to give you a chance to start making some serious competitive wins where you've been at a standstill or at a stalemate. Whether it's something where you're negotiating with other people, you're kind of gridlocked somewhere, there's a block, there's a wall, there's a hurdle, it does not matter. Mars is really going to be getting a lot more aggressive when it's in your sign. And you want to make sure that you're okay with that too, because this is a time where a lot of glass ceilings get broken in all respects. We also have a new moon in this part of your chart in your sign on the 9th, and this is your once-a-year birthday new moon, which is all about starting up a brand new commitment or clean slate or new beginnings somewhere in your life. When we have a new moon in our sign, anything that we are trying to bring forth is possible, right? What is it you want to have fully substantiate within the next few months? Really take some time to think about it, and then make sure during the 9th through the 23rd of this month, you are going through the work of initiating it. Whether you're looking for a new place to live, a new job, maybe you're looking to travel, go back to school, maybe you're going to, look out and see what you want to do to maybe make a shift in your family situation, however it goes. A new moon is a new beginning, but a new moon in your sign is a genie in a bottle, which means, well, yes, you do get a chance to have a wish that gets granted, but you have to know how to make the wish and do the work of making the wish right. And finally, we have a full moon in Virgo on the 24th, and this is happening in your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, intimacy, sexuality, as well as any kind of supplemental income you may have, investments, bonuses, commissions, tips, sales, all of those kinds of things. And this is also an area that can rule things like debts. And a full moon in the 8th house is kind of covering the spectrum this month for you. Between the 24th and about the end of week 1 of March, you're going to be noticing a lot of clearing going on here. And this is a great time for anybody looking to maybe eliminate a lot of debts or maybe issues or challenges that come to you through association, either through accounts or maybe connections with other people, liabilities in that way. A full moon in the 8th house sets you free. But this is also a time where a lot of you are going to be enjoying some, well, let's just say some very hot times in bedroom activities, because a full moon makes things not only very romantic, but it also gets people to go a bit wild. And so be ready. That full moon in Virgo is going to be revving all the Aquarian engines up to pretty hot temperatures. So without getting too smutty, I think I'm going to close it up there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.